welcome my Taurus friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group reading for Valentine's Day. Now there was really only one kind of reading you can do for Valentine's Day, and that's all about love. I'm not going to focus in on Mr. or Mrs. Right, your soulmate or twin flame. What I am going to focus in on is how you're going to be able to strengthen and improve relationships and attract new ones to you. Now that can be your soulmate, your twin flame, Mr. or Mrs. Right, whoever you want to call them. However, it's going to give you that backbone and basis to step forward from, rather than just kind of pining and looking for that relationship. Now the decks I'm using for this reading, I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot, the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, and then the Angel Inspiration deck. Like always, there are links below to all these decks, so if they should speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright my Taurus friends, let's see what the cards have to say today. How can my Taurus friends improve and increase the amount of love, jumper there, that they have in their lives? Okay, a few more there for you. Now they're starting to jump. All right, let's see what we've got here. So the first one that jumped out, the Six of Wands. Sixes are about harmony and balance. The Wands, that inner fire, that inner passion. The Six of Wands talks about taking that passion and pushing yourselves forward, driving forward to embrace this amazing energy. With it, jump the Eight of Cups. Eights are about manifestation and movement. Cups about that intuition and emotion. The Eight of Cups is that inner journey that's going to take us within to find the answers we're looking for. The Seven of Swords. Sevens are a challenge number, however, they're usually victorious. Swords about truth and knowledge. The Seven of Swords talks about trying to get away with a little bit too much. We're not being honest with ourselves, and we're gonna get caught. Then jumped the Chariot, the seventh card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about using our willpower to push ourselves forward. Very much connected into the Six of Wands with trying to get us to push ourselves forward and drive ourselves onwards. Talks about that stagnation and needing to move forward. Then jump the Two of Wands. Twos are about duality and choice. That wand again is about that passion. It's time to make some decisions to move ourselves forward. Like I said, that stagnation, it's causing us some challenges. When we don't move forward, that's when we find less fulfillment and joy in our lives. And finally, the Five of Cups. It was the last card to hit the table. And this card talks about focusing in on the wrong aspects. Three cups are overturned. That's what we've been focusing in on. And we're kind of sad and mourning the loss of what we had intended and expected. However, the universe is offering us something much more. Connects into the Two of Wands regarding our choice and ensuring that this choice is creative driven. We have that creative passion in the Two of Wands, and we have the intuitive creativity of the Five of Wands. So when you're looking at this cluster of cards for a loving relationship or increasing or improving love in our lives, the biggest thing that starts to step out for me is the Seven of Swords. Throughout life, my Taurus friends, we started to put up barriers and guards to protect ourselves. We don't like to get hurt. It's something we avoid. Our ego has helped us create safety in our presence and in ourselves. This creating a falsehood. And that falsehood, when you're looking at a relationship, starts to bring in an instability in that relationship in itself, because you are not truly being who you are. So what we're looking at is my Taurus friends taking their courage and determination to go inwards so that you're able to find out who you truly are. So we're not focusing in on what we think we want, because again, that's based on stuff that our ego has put out to protect us. We need to focus in on what is truly right in front of us, who we truly are. When we embrace that, that's going to help us bring in more positive relationships in our lives while strengthening the current relationships in our lives. We need to truly understand who we are so that we can allow others to embrace that true self, that true identity, that authentic you. And I won't lie, it's going to take a little bit of courage because, let's be honest, we've shut ourselves down a little bit to protect ourselves. You're looking at challenging your ego and some of those safeties that we've relied on to really look at moving yourself forward, grabbing hold of those reins and being okay with who you are. Part of this relationship that you're looking at is going to be with yourself, reacquainting yourself with who you are. Talks about that duality. Twos are always about that duality in choice. This reading has a dual aspect. You're going to increase your relationship with yourself while increasing the relationships with others. When you start to put some love towards you, that's when you're going to see that your vibration starts to rise. And when we talk about vibration, it's the energy that you emit. Just like any object, everything emits a vibration. It radiates it. When we're in that higher vibration of love and light, we attract those positive, higher vibrational energies and people to us. And when we do that, that's when we start to see our twin flame or our soulmate come forward. They're attracted to that high vibrational energy, not to the falsehood, not to your ego, because your ego's low vibration. Has nothing to do with your physical appearance or your material wealth. It has everything to do with that higher vibrational self. And it's that higher vibrational self that we need to embrace right now. Let's look at how we can support this a bit more. How can my Taurus friends ground and embrace the messages that Valentine's Day is offering them? The first one, Three of Pentacles. Threes are about expression and growth. The pentacle about growth and abundance. It's the first pentacle we've seen on the table so far. The Three of Pentacles talks about working in a group, working together. Love is not an individual piece. Even when we love ourselves, we're loving different aspects of ourselves. In relationships, it's got to be a positive give and take relationship. When we have that duality, when we have balance, that's when we have those positive high vibrational relationships that bring us such joy and fulfillment. Then we have the Six of Swords that jumped out. The Six of Swords talks about that need to go forward. Yes, we're going to have to overcome some big challenges when we're looking at taking on our ego. And yes, we have past experiences that have the sadness and pain connected in. And some of them are connected into the Five of Cups. However, we're still encouraged to move forward. We can carry that pain with us. It talks about going forward. No matter what this past situations have caused and that choppiness and uncertainty, instability that we've faced and overcome, we need to move forward to a calmer space, to a more authentic space. Now we do have double sixes. In angel messages, when you've got that double six, it's time to balance your thoughts between the physical and spiritual worlds. Now we also have something else that's a little bit interesting. We start to count. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. Those little steps forward can start to make a big difference. This is going to take time. We didn't build these masks and barriers, didn't come overnight. They came over time. And we need to allow ourselves to come forward and release it over time. Now we also have double sevens. So the Seven of Swords and the Chariot. When you have that double seven, the angels are telling you you're on the right track, that you just need to keep going forward. We do have a lot of talk of balance in these cards. So we've got double sixes. So sixes are about balance and harmony. We also have the Chariot. The Charioteer balances that yin and yang, that divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Within the Chariot, the animals or beings that draw the chariot is usually one black and one white, indicating the polar opposites. So that balance is going to be key, making sure that we connect in and maintain our balance. All right, let's end off with some angel insight into this. What further guidance can we give my Taurus friends in connecting in with this message of love and incorporating it into their lives? Got a jumper there? Oh, got another jumper. The first one, Archangel Zadkiel. It's a fantastic archangel. He helps us have compassion towards ourselves and those people in our lives, those important people. Like I said before, this is a team situation, teamwork or group environment. We need to have compassion for ourselves, understanding we created these boundaries and barriers to protect ourselves. They have served a purpose. Now it's time to challenge that purpose and move ourselves forward. We've got a lot of movement cards here. Archangel Zadkiel can help release some of this and help us have understanding and compassion for ourselves. And that healing in itself will be invaluable as you go on in your journey. And then Harmony jumped out. Really connects in to that balanced, harmonious energy of the sixes. When you bring in that high vibrational energy of love and light into your life, that's when you bring in that harmony and calm. The Six of Swords talked about moving from that kind of choppy, unstable past to a calm, more enjoyable future. And that's what we need to embrace. You can call on the harmony and healing angels to help you work with Archangel Zadkiel so that you are able to forgive yourself, you are able to have compassion for yourself, and most importantly, compassion for others. And it's that compassion that's really going to bring in that harmony and help you raise your vibration. It will also give you direction to help you really find fulfillment in what it is you're doing and trying to achieve. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what Valentine's Day and that loving energy is offering you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. I have a lot of amazing videos coming up. The best way to stay connected and not miss any of the insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Taurus friends.